Yeah, when I roll around my city, all I see is our sin. The product of the environment we was raised in. You see, hell is conditioned, cell made by men. The choices that we make, that box of sin. When I roll around my city, all I see is our sin. The product of the environment we was raised in. You see, hell is conditioned, cell made by men. The choices that we make, that box of sin. In this nation, my skin is my sin, a menace to society. Laws made because they fear the greatness inside of it. A crackhead on the corner can sing like Ryan Osley, and we run from the cops like track meets the irony. Cause every nigga in the Olympics straight out the hood, and we get where we come from when it's all good. $1 million slave with survival remorse, that's textbook. Looks divide and conquer, inspire others to work harder for minimum wage. To shine like you on center page. Welcome to the rat race. Now you a spring, you look down on those can keep your pace. These young bulls is Lazarus, the man in the mirror looking you in the face. You reap what you sow, the fruit will grow from every tree. That's how you know. Friend from fro, to set the triangle, pass baton like the rock and give and go. You either build or destroy, make your choice, bro. When I roll around my city, all I see is our sin. The product of the environment we was raised in. You see, hell is conditioned, cell made by men. The choices that we make, that box of sin. When I roll around my city, all I see is our sin. The product of the environment we was raised in. You see, hell is conditioned, cell made by men. The choices that we make, that box of sin. All these atrocities in my isosceles cause animosity when hope is a limited commodity. Rats in the race of opportunity with success rates is a low probability. I mean they build a prison before we even leave elementary. And Christianity got our people retarded spiritually. I mean seriously, you're gonna be in heaven with those that committed genocide on your ancestry. I'd rather be in hell where at least you know your enemy. Make it make sense to me. Most of you got native in your blood and celebrate Thanksgiving. Work you like a Hebrew slave and won't entertain a simple possibility that you is you. Simply, in reality, they call you anti-Semitic. The viscosity of a carbon copy, the shame, originality. The kingdom of heaven is within. We just saw the earth, the children of God in reality. When I roll around my city, all I see is our sin. The product of the environment we was raised in. You see, hell is conditioned, cell made by men. The choices that we make, that box of sin. When I roll around my city, all I see is our sin. The product of the environment we was raised in. You see, hell is conditioned, cell made by men. The choices that we make, that box of sin.
You've been wicked to the Most High's children, man. You've been destructive to the 12 tribes of Israel. Let me tell you something, black man. You got to put on your strength now, man. Put back on your strength and might, black man, because your day is coming. Your day is coming because the Lord is going to bring judgment on this earth. Where we going, Give it to me. Give me Joel, the 3rd chapter, man. Let's back and forth. Because why? The Lord wants us to be free. The Lord wants black men to be able to be men again. The Lord wants to stop the white man from killing our babies in the abortion clinics. The Lord wants us to get off the drugs and then raise our families back up to be the men and women of the Lord, man. But there's something in the middle of us right now. What is that? That Christian church, man. Get with me, brother. Joel, the 3rd chapter, 1st verse. Read it loud.
Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
Yeah, go ahead.
Prepare war.
Do what?
Prepare war.
You hear what the Lord said? Declare this among the Gentiles, man. Why? Because it don't look like they're going to war now. It look like they in control and in power of everything. But for the prophets of the Lord that know exactly what's going to happen in the earth, we know that it's time to prepare for war. Thank the Most High.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Friday. Alright. This is Israelite School University Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. It is Friday. Alright, it's the Lashawan Qadash class. Lashawan Qadash is the holy tongue, where we get into our language. Breaking it down line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little. Alright. So, currently right now we're going over the past and present tenses and future tenses to give context so you know what you're reading in Hebrew. Alright. So we're going to start off every class, like we start off every class with the Hebrew alphabet. If you could repeat after me. Ah. Ba. Ga. Da. Ha. Wa. Za. Cha. Ta. Ya. Ka. La. Ma. Na. Sa. I. Ha. Tza. Qua. Ra. Sha. And thug. Alright. Okay. Alright, so last week we ended the class. We went over past tense, which is haya, alright, which is to be or to come. Alright. Let's see. We had homework. Alright. So I'll just go over the different tenses of Amar, because no one's here from last week. So I'll just say the tenses for those that were online. I think Yapana is online. Yap, you online? Yep, there she go. Alright, so for the Salakia, boom, 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 boom. So for the present tenses, for the hayat, the word we used was amar, to speak or for speaking, right? So for anya, which is I, it would be amawar. All right, for boom, boom, boom. For tha is also amawar. For the feminine sense of it, it would be amawara. For hawa'a, it would be amawar, and then for haya'a, it would be amawara. For anak noah, it would be amawarium. All right. For a thumb and a thon, it would be amawarium. Or amawarawa, right? For a thon, and then for han, same thing, amawarium. And then for han, it would be amawarawa. All right. So today, all right, we did present tense last week. This week, we're gonna do past tense. All right. So we're going to be doing the past tense. Yo, I just bought these. How is the black out already? Hey, can you look on the Shamar table and see if they accidentally swapped it out? Yo, that makes no sense, fam. I just bought these. The blue one ain't even up here. Yeah, the blue one back there. Black one. Water. So we're dealing with the past tense today. All right. So past in Hebrew is Alright, so we are dealing with the I-bar, past tense. Okay? Alright, so, let's see. Alright. Alright, so the word that we're going to be using today is, let's see. Yes, ma'am. Oh, the water. I mean, I just bought these bottles. That's crazy. Alright, so the word we're going to be using today is lamad, which means to learn. Alright, so we are in the I-bar, which is past tense. Alright, so when you're dealing with the past tense, alright, so when you're dealing with the past tense, alright, you're going to add a thaya at the end of the word. Alright, so first sentence.
correct. I. All right. So we know from our word that the root word is lamad. All right. So according to our rule, all right, when you're dealing with first person, so thus far the first rule that we have, you add the ya to the end of the word, which gives you context what tense the sentence is in. All right. So we have lamad. The ya. All right. Which means learned. All right. So the ya is like adding ed at the end of a sentence. All right. So we have anya lamad the ya, which is I learn. All right. So next. All right. So next up we have a thought. All right. What does a thought mean? That is correct. You. All right. And we know from our previous example, the mud yeah is learned. All right. Because the gives you the context in the sentence, lets you know that this is past tense. All right. So, so like the sentence can be Anya Lamataya Amar Hebrew, right? I learned to speak Hebrew. All right, or Atad Lamad Taya Amar Hebrew, right? Which is you learned to speak Hebrew. All right, okay. I'm gonna erase this one right here while y'all writing this one over here, okay? Boom, 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 boom. Next we have ha-wa-ah. What does ha-wa-ah mean? Somebody ain't been here in a while.
Right. Because I do nothing.
It's all good. Ha-wa-ah is he. All right. And the same thing. Lamad. But yeah. Is learned. Alright. So, first person and second person, you apply the first rule, which is adding the ya at the end. Alright. Next. Alright. Next we have ha-ya-ah. What does ha-ya-ah mean? If ha-wa-ah is he, ha-ya-ah is she. That is correct. Alright. Ha-ya-ah, lamad ya, she learned. Alright. So example of the sentence that we have. Alright, so this could be ha-wa-ah, lamad ya, amar the bar. Alright. He learned to speak the word. Alright? Or ha-ya-ah, lamad ya, amar the bar. Alright? Or, better yet, we'll take it a step further. Ha-wa-ah, lamad ya, amar the baria. He learned to speak my word. Alright? Or ha-ya-ah, lamad ya, amar the baria. She learned to speak my word. Alright? Alright. Okay? While you guys write this one down, I'm going to erase this one. Is this okay? I can erase the first one? Alright, cool. I did it again. Oh, I think I changed this. I'm sorry, Salakia. Gotta add something to the end of this one, Salakia. Salakia. All you do is add something at the end. My bad, y'all. Alright. So when you add a ha at the end of it, it makes it feminine. Lamud. Like it's still gonna say lamud the ya, but the ha at the end of it is how you know it's feminine. Alright? So you have ha-ya-ah, which is she, right? But it's lamud the ya with a ha at the end of it, because ha at the end of the word is how you know it is feminine. Alright? Salaki. Alright. Now, next rule, when you're going into second person, when you're dealing with, all right, you're gonna add, when you're dealing with, the next one we're gonna deal with, when you're dealing with we, all right, you're going to add, all right, when you're dealing with a knock noah, you add all right. So when you're dealing with a knock noah, you add noah at the end. That is the next rule. All right. So this is dealing with, this first rule is dealing with first and parts of second person. Okay. All right. All right. So what does a knock noah mean? That is correct. A knock noah means we. All right. Then we have lamad. Noah. All right. All right. So based off of the pattern that you've seen thus far, how can you? Oh, Yapa not giving you a hand clap. I should thought she giving you a digital hand clap. All right. All right. right. So judging by the pattern that you see thus far, if you identify the root word, how can you tell that the word is past tense? So let's say you just happen to be reading Hebrew, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you reading your Tanakh, right? And he's like, okay, I know this word is debar, right? But it got some stuff behind it, right? It got thaya, right? So if you can clearly see the root word, how can you establish the context? How do you know that this is past tense? Just by looking at it, right? Even with whether it was thaya or nawa, what is the consistent pattern?
You go look at the suitcase.
No. Well, oh yes, kinda, right? But so with present tense, right? There's a wa between the first and the second letter. That's how you know that it's present tense, right? So with present tense, there's a wa between the first and second letter, and this is past tense, right? So with past tense, the context or conjugation is where on the word. No matter if it's first or second person or third person, the conjugation of it is going to be where. You said it already, but you said suffix. But I want you to say another word. Where's the suffix? There we go. It's at the end, right? So the way that you know that it's past tense is if you can clearly see the root word, right? And you see the conjugation at the end of it, right? And there's no wa in the middle, right? You see all right, so the root word is lamad. You clearly see lamad, but then you see a conjugation at the end of it that lets you know that root word is past tense, and that sentence is past tense, okay? All right? Don't overthink it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna complicate it. I can erase this one right here, right? All right, cool. All right. All right. All right. What does a thumb mean?
They.
Hmm?
They.
That is incorrect. Yes. All right. Huh? We're going to get there. All right. So a thumb is a masculine sense of all, or as we say in the South, in Texas, y'all. Alright? Now, new rule. Okay? Alright? Whether a thumb or a thon you add a alright. You add alright. So when you're dealing with a thumb or a thon, you're gonna add a thumb or a thon at the end of the word. Alright? So in this case, we have, because it's a thumb, we have Lamad thumb, which is learned. Alright? You have a thumb, Lamad thumb. Alright? And then with a thon, alright? Then you have a thon, right? A thon is the feminine version of, let me go ahead and put this right here. So this is masculine, and this is feminine, alright? So a thumb is like the greeting, Shalom Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Barakathum to the brothers. And then for the sisters, Shalom Yahweh Shamar Ilathan Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Alright? This is when you're greeting, this is when you're talking to either a group of brothers or a group of sisters. Okay? Alright? So, you have a thun that down. Move on over here. All right. All right. What does mean? There you go. It means they. All right. Can I erase this bottom part? Are you good, sis? All right, don't sweat. All right. The next rule. All right. When you're dealing with hum or hun, you add a wa at the end of the word. All right. So that means that this word is lamad wa. All right. Hum lamad wa is learned. All right. So same thing with hun. Right? It would just be hun lamadwa because of our rule. No matter if it's hum or hun, you're going to add a wa at the end. All right. So we have concluded past tense. We've concluded present tense. Next week we will do future tense. All right. Okay. So for the homework, I'll write it over here. homework. Okay. Alright, I think it's my. Just double check real quick. That's what it's called. Yeah. Okay. So for your homework, you are to conjugate. All right. So for the homework, you are to conjugate the word halak in the past tense. All right. Halak means to walk. All right. So everything that we went over, the anya, the atha, the hawa'ah, the haya'ah, the anaknuah, the atham, the athan, and the hum, and the han, you're going to conjugate halak, which means to walk, in the past tense. All right. So that is the homework for next week. We will go over it. All right, and then we will get into the future tense. All right, and then we're gonna jump right back into practical usage. So with that, I'm gonna say Shalom, Yahweh Shema, it's like Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Brakathum to the brothers, and Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Ilathan, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shah to the sisters. We gone.